Hey everybody, it's your favorite English teacher here, Amy Joy, and today's lesson we are going to focus on using negative adverbs to add emphasis to sentences. Now you're probably thinking, Amy Joy, what the heck is a negative adverb? Well, some negative adverbs include words like seldom, rarely, not only, not often, only once, words like that. And I'm going to help you today use them in a little bit more of an advanced way. All right, so to give you some context, my students and I, we were talking about expressing gratitude. And one of my students said, we rarely say I love you in Chinese. And another student said, Maria not only has good relationships, but she is also very grateful. So these sentences, these are perfect. They are fine, there's nothing wrong with them. Oftentimes we use the words rarely, never, seldom, negative adverbs like that in the middle of a sentence. But you can also do something else. So you could say things like, rarely do we say I love you in Chinese. Or, not only does Maria have good relationships, but she is also very grateful. So in order to create these sentences, there are two rules that you need to follow. The first rule is pretty easy. You just need to move the negative adverb to the beginning of the sentence. And second, this rule is a little bit more difficult. You actually need to use question word order. So verb, subject, object word order. Now, this also means that you need to insert helping verbs like do, be, has, have, maybe some modal verbs in there to create the sentence. So basically in all of these sentences, you are going to have two verbs. Verb 1, which is your helping verb, and verb 2, which is your main verb. So let's take a look at our first sentence. We rarely say I love you in Chinese. So rarely is your adverb. You need to move that to the beginning. That's the easy part. Then you need to switch. So you need to say, rarely do we say I love you in Chinese. Notice that we added the helping verb do, so that's verb 1. And then we have our subject, we, and then say is our main verb. So rarely do we say I love you in Chinese. And example number 2. Maria not only has good relationships, but she is also very grateful. So our negative adverb not only, move it to the front, and then we need to invert our word order. So in order to create that question word order, the inverted word order, we need to add does. So not only does Maria have good relationships, but she is also very grateful. Now, unsurprisingly, the most common mistake that students make is they forget to invert the word order. They forget to use question word order. So here is an incorrect example. Not only we can gain happiness from relationships, but we can also gain happiness from spending money on others. So here you can see we moved the negative adverb, we did the easy part, but we did not switch the subject and the verb. So in order to make it correct, we need to say, not only can we gain happiness from relationships, but we can also gain happiness from spending money on others. So notice we have not only in the beginning, then we move the modal verb can. Not only can we gain happiness from relationships, but we can also gain happiness from spending money on others. All right, here's some practice for you. We've got 3 questions. Go ahead, pause the video, think about your answers, and when you come back, I will go over the answers with you. All right, so question number 1. My high school teachers rarely gave extra credit. Make sure you move rarely to the front, and our answer is, rarely did my high school teachers give extra credit. Notice we inserted the helping verb did, and we maintained the same tense. So in the original question, it says, my high school teachers rarely gave extra credit. Gave is in the simple past, so our helping verb is going to stay in the simple past. Rarely did my high school teachers give extra credit. Question number 2, I have been to Asia only once. And our answer is only once have I been to Asia. So moving only once to the beginning and then inverting our word order, have I been to Asia. Question number 3, it's a long one. It says, I not only have a negative view towards the 5-paragraph essay, but more professionals do too. So first we need to move not only to the beginning, then we need to invert our word order by saying, not only do I have a negative view of the 5-paragraph essay, but more professionals do too. All right, well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel if you found this helpful, and I will see you next time for all things English. Bye.